Hey, bro, before we get into the video, I do one-on-one coaching and I also have an accountability group of young men on self-improvement. We have weekly group calls. We have a group chat. You can meet boys from all around the world. Go check out the description. When you hear the word momentum, bro, what comes to your head? I know it's a bit of a trick question because how many times per day, week, month, year do you hear the word momentum? Not much. But use your brain, bro, and think about what it means to you. To me, the word momentum means hard to stop. And I'm going to teach you how to become a man that's motherfucking hard to stop. Unbreakable, unstoppable, a ruthless go-getter. I'm going to teach you how to become the version that I have become. And that's only through momentum and the momentum that I've built in my life. You see, look, the truth is there's a version of you that exists today. And I know that that's the version of you that you're not very happy with, bro. You might be broke, you might be fat, you might be overweight, you might be addicted to porn, drugs, alcohol, you might be whatever, the version of you today. You got no honeys, got no money, nothing's going the way that you want it to go. And there's a different version of you that exists in the future as well, bro. There is. And he's got everything. He's got the money, he's got the honey, he's got the success, he's got everything that you want. This is a different version of you, remember that. But the only difference is that the version of you and the version of your potential future self has is momentum. Right now, you've got no momentum. Maybe you've got momentum for a couple of hours per day, per week, per month, but that's it. You start, you stop, you don't feel motivated, so I'll do it tomorrow. That's who you are. Am I right or am I wrong? You might tell me I'm wrong, bro, but I think I'm pretty right. Because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. But then, there's a version of you that's got everything, right? And he's got that momentum. And he's the guy that gets up every single day. Regardless of how he feels, gets up, gets going. He's got this going on, this going on, this going on, and he still conquers. That's the version that I'm going to make you. And you're going to have to really watch this video and understand what I'm putting into it. You see, I was that guy. No momentum, no purpose, no mission, no motivation, no nothing. And I know exactly what that's like, bro. To start, stop, to say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later. I know exactly what that is. But that's a version of myself that I had to kill. I had to put a stake through his heart. It took a long time, but I did it, and I'm going to teach you how I done it, right? Now, look, I want you to understand momentum as this, right? We've all got a starting point, right? We've got a starting point. And then we've got a finish point, right? And the thing about momentum is once you get going, it is very hard to stop. But it's not like, oh, I can try hard for a day, then I'm going to become unstoppable. It's weeks, months, years of just building relentless momentum inside you to create that force where it's like you just run through everything. So I'm going to teach you, right? I'm going to give you this analogy or this example. When you think of a snowball, right? How many times do you think of a snowball, right? Not much. But work with me, bro. When you think of a snowball on a hill, right? The snowball at the start, you make it with your hands, it's small. And then as the snowball goes down the hill, right? It's picking up speed. It's picking up momentum. And what's happening is that as that snowball goes down the hill, look how much bigger it's gotten. That snowball, the size of that snowball, that's easy to stop. You just stop that with your leg, right? And boom, you kick it. That one, yeah, kick it too. And, the rest you could probably kick out the way. But as you start getting to this point, right? Yeah, nearly at the end of the slope. Maybe this is months, weeks, whatever. You can't now kick that snowball. Now it's like you might have to get 2-3 guys to come, stop it that way. And then as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it almost becomes unstoppable to where you're out the way running, right? Well, that's your life, and that's how I want you to view momentum. It's going to be tough at the start. It might be a little bit slow. It might be like, oh, okay, maybe, I can be stopped by this person or this thing. But as you keep going, it's like, that person, get out the way. That thing's going, see you later. That's momentum. That's what we're going to build inside of you. Now, there's a 10-step formula that I've cultivated and created from my own experience on how to build momentum. And you need this. And I want you to follow through because every step is as crucial as one another. And this is what I have made. This ain't no fucking, I don't know, bro. No, this ain't no textbook shit. This is me teaching you how to build momentum for you. Now, look, let me start by saying that the version of you that exists, that I know that you want to be, yeah, he's disciplined. Yeah, he's motivated. Yeah, he's got some willpower in him. But it's that momentum. That's what is that next level amplifier of like, whoa, this cat's fucking, like, don't mess with him. Now, I've looked at momentum as the force inside me that honestly gets up when the going gets tough. When it's cold outside, you're still grinding. When you're sick, you're still grinding. When things are going on, you're still going. That's momentum. And that's how I'm going to really want you to interpret all of these points. Okay? Is that you just get up regardless of what's going on, regardless of how you feel, regardless of if the world stops spinning, you're still going. Now, the first point, and this is a huge thing, is that you need to reset your mindset. And when you're at the start, when you're at the top of the hill, our mindsets are always shot, right? Our focus, our discipline, our motivation, our self-esteem, like our whole frame it's not where we want it to be, right? That's why we've got no momentum in the first place. Well, I want you to take a hard look at your life or your frame or your mindset right now. And I want you to understand that all of that is almost bullshit, right? It is, right? Anxiety, depression, feeling these feelings, yeah, they're real feelings to feel. But they're feelings that you've brought upon yourself. I want you to understand that. This is shit that you've brought upon yourself. No one's pushed this to you. No one's given you this pill. Now you're just so fucked up. It's been on you. But that's a very powerful thing, because once you understand that you have the power to reset your mindset, your frame, bro, that's the first step to building that unbreakable, unstoppable momentum, is that you're going to now reset your mindset by understanding that if I could poison my mind to feel this way, negative, no confidence, no self-esteem, no oomph about you, well then you can reprogram your mind to be that guy. Now, there's a few practices that you could do, there's a few habits that you could do, but like I'll touch on them. I'm not going to put them on the board. You could fight, you could meditate, you could journal, you just put yourself out there, run through fear, expose yourself to shit that like worries you, scares you. That will reset your mindset. When you need to reframe yourself, you need to understand that there's a version of you that has been conditioned from years and years and years of being a fucking loser. And how you can reset yourself is by going the complete opposite way to what that version of you would tend to go to in normal states of mind. So think about it. The old version of you, as soon as you get an urge to jerk off, you're jerking off. Right? I mean, but the reset mindset of you get that urge, I got shit to do, I'm working. And that way, right, when you can accumulate enough wins per day of like, old version wants me to do this, new reset mindset version of me is going to do this instead, that's how you reset your mind. It's actions backed up by proof that your mindset will change. You can never reframe your mindset. If you tell yourself you're a winner, but then you're jerking off 10 times a day, it ain't gonna happen. You can't tell yourself you're gonna build momentum or change your frame when things don't align and match. Things have to synchronize together. Okay? You're doing this, back it up by your proof. You say that you're a winner, back it up by proof. You say that you're gonna do this, do it. Back it up by proof. That's how the mindset starts to reframe and reset. Back your shit up by action, by tangible, real action. That's how you change the mind. But with this, right, the second point is you have to start small. And this was a big thing for me. What do most of us want? And I don't blame you for being this way, but we want the quick results. You want the $1 million tomorrow. You want the 6-pack tomorrow. You want the honeys tomorrow. Everything tomorrow. And we set these big tangible goals that, we can work towards. But we need to set smaller tangible goals first and starting small. When you're a nobody that's got no momentum, no willpower, no nothing, right? How the fuck do you expect to change your life or get the things that you want when you can barely stay focused on this video for 9 minutes? It doesn't work that way. So there are small things that you got to do in your day-to-day life that will accumulate to you building this unstoppable momentum. And that is small wins. Okay, so look, quickest thing I could throw together in my mind. You want to make $1,000? Don't make $1,000 in a day. Make your first dollar first. Make your first $10. Make your first 50. Make your first 100. Make your first 500. Start small. Because what I want you to do, and this will be another point in the video on how to build momentum, which is I want you to set this goal of $1,000, break it down to a smaller goal of $1, right? And then achieve that. And then when you achieve that, celebrate it. Now, I'm not saying that you have to take a week holiday because you made $1, but I am telling you that, okay, yeah, all right, you've done well, you've done all right. Maybe, you go treat yourself to some food. You treat yourself to a day out or like a couple of hours of games or whatever, bro. Whatever you want to treat yourself with. I don't know what you like, but start small because small wins create big wins, right? Small wins create momentum. That's how you do it, bro. So this will create that unstoppable belief in yourself. Like, okay, well, I made that $1. I can make 5. Oh, I can make 10. I can make 20. Oh, I made 20. I can make 40. That's how it works, right? You curate that belief in yourself by the small wins. Now, the third point, and what most of us don't have, it's a no bullshit approach to our life, right? And this is what you need. A no bull BS approach, but then also you need a 0 day off policy. 0 days off. Because to a lot of you boys, this is going to sound savage, but I want you to get this into your head that 1 day of work will not equivalent to the momentum that you're trying to build. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. It doesn't work that way. Look, when you think of the most successful people, they had a no bullshit, no excuse, no day off fucking attitude towards their life, to the goals that they wanted to harvest for themselves. Well, you need that. I don't care if your body's sore. Do some fucking push-ups. I don't care if you want a day off. No. If you ain't where you want to be, no. I don't care if you want to take it easy. If your mom's still working, why the fuck are you not? Right? I want you to get this through your head that you cannot accept any days off. I know that and I'm saying this as someone that gets the importance of rest. I'm not saying that you don't sleep, but I'm saying that when you want to build momentum, you cannot afford to take a day off, because a day off, right, listen to me, has the same impact of probably 10, 20, 30 days of continuous wins. So you could win day after day for 10 days, 20 days, right? You're building that momentum, and then you take that 1 day off. You know what can happen, right? You're building that momentum, and then you take that 1 day off. It's like this. You create this fucking wall. And then when you try to build that momentum again, it's like you're going to have to travel all up here to get past that wall, back down to build that momentum. And this here takes so much energy and takes so much willpower to get back up and started, right? That's why when when you stop, when you've been working hard for days, weeks on end, it's like you stop, starting again that next day. We've all been that way when we stop on the weekend or stop after a long couple of hours of studying or working. It's like getting back up and running takes so much more energy than if you kept going. Well, that's no different from momentum. It's that when you want to build momentum, you cannot take a day off, and you cannot accept excuses. You cannot justify to yourself that this is okay, because it ain't. If you ain't where you want to be, and this is savage, bro, you need to fucking have this approach. No days off. I'm not saying that you can't have a little bit of fun every now and then and you can't live your life, but as long as you're winning and you're making sure that you're moving the needle forward, that's only when you can, have a little bit of fun every now and then. But you don't even take a day off. You reward yourself by working hard, and then in the night or whenever you want to hang out with a friend or play a game or eat some food, if you've won that day, then you can do it as well. That's how you do it. But you never ever take a full day off. Never. Now, with this, routine. And this is big. Now, I've got to a point in my life where my life is like habits. Wake up, I do my morning routine, which is cold shower, pray, meditate, read the Bible, then I go train, fasted. Like, bro, like that's my morning routine every day. You need a routine for your life, right? You need a time to go to sleep. You need a time to wake up. When you wake up, right, you got to know, boom, 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 boom. You need to know when you're training, when you're working, when you're talking to this person, when you're doing that, when you're doing this. you need to know. If you just wake up with the intention, okay, well, I gotta do this, but I don't know what time, and I'll do this, but like, I'll do this first. Like, no, get some structure into your life. And this might sound savage, but I want you to look at your life in a weird way as like this militant, jail type style life where it's like set time to wake up, set time to go to sleep, bang at this time, bang at this time, bang at this time. You're doing these things because it's in that discipline, it's in that kind of self-imposed jail that you kind of build that freedom and that momentum builds. Because think about it, when you want to streamline momentum, you can't do it when things aren't the same, because you need momentum, you need that same fucking trajectory to build that momentum. But if the days are all over the spot, you're doing this here, then you're not doing it for a couple of days, or you're training in the morning one day, then you're training at night that day, then you're working for 2 hours this day, then 8 hours that day. Like, it doesn't work. Get yourself established into some structure, into a routine that benefits you to, okay, I know what I'm doing. This is getting done. I know how much work I'm going to do. Can I elevate myself in the time that I'm doing this work to do a little bit more? And that's how you'll build that momentum. Set time to wake up, set time to go to sleep, and everything throughout your day. I'm doing this at this time. Bang, 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 bang. But to add to that, the caveat to that, or to help you build more momentum in that, bro, is that you need to always try to do more. Okay? When you're at the gym, do that extra rep. When you're working on your business, go above and beyond. Do a little bit better. When you're studying, go above and beyond. Like, go above and beyond every day, because that's where those new limits get pushed past. So you'll have a limit, right? Where we're at now. But then you can break that limit by just doing some more. And then boom, break that limit again by doing some more. And that's how that momentum builds. If you get better every day, you get stronger day by day, week by week, month by month. That's a momentum building. That's the unstoppable fucking force inside you coming out. You won't be able to stop. I mean it. It's savage, but it's the truth. Now with this, right, it's 0.5 now. Negativity, or let's go negative habits, people, things, whatever, bro. Take a look at your life right now. And I need you, if you're trying to truly build up momentum, I want you to go back to what I said here with your routine. I need you to understand that dead weight of habits, of people, of things, they need to be cut off. Yeah, sure, you can start small. Like if you're truly addicted to smoking cigarettes or playing games, bro, yeah, dial back a little bit, right? Whatever you're really kind of messed up with, you can dial back to where it's finally out of your system, or you don't need to do it anymore. But essentially, right, and I really want you to understand this, that momentum is only built through you having everything benefit you. Okay? If you got people chirping in your fucking ear saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, or come drink on the weekend, or come play some games, or you're just pumping yourself full of dumb shit, you will lose. You'll get distracted. You'll go do some dumb stuff. You won't be about it truly. So I want you to limit, if not completely get rid of anything stopping you, right? I want you to get this. A crack in your foundation, in your frame, right? Well, a crack in a ship has the potential to sink a fucking ship. Just a crack. Well, a crack in your foundation, which might be scrolling on social media, jerking off, it might be hanging out with your degenerate friends, that has the potential to stop your momentum. And especially at the start, when you're building momentum, you need to have a zero excuse fucking justification of like, boom, an hour of video games, or an hour of social media, or just one drink on the weekend. That stuff has to be gone, especially at the start, because it has the potential to bring your sink your ship to the bottom of the fucking sea. Is that what you want? Is it going to be worth that one drink on the weekend? The couple of hours of video games you play, or whatever. Is it going to be worth sinking your ship? No. Especially at the start, it ain't worth it. So anything negative, it's got to go, right? The 6th point is that you need to understand that every single thing that you do is a building block, okay? Now, this does stem off the negative things, but Everything in your life is a building block. Your body is a building block to your momentum. I promise you, no fat motherfucker's got good momentum. I mean that. No person pumping fast food in their mouth every single day has good momentum. No one not drinking enough water, not fueling themselves with good things has good momentum. I mean that. So I want you to take a look, an inventory of your life. Is what I'm doing benefiting me? Am I learning from this, growing from this? Is this building me? Is this the right thing I should be eating? Am I training hard? Is my body starting to look on point? Like, every single thing in your life is a building block for your foundation, solidifying to have this momentum that is unstoppable. So you need to look, is my body on point? Is the food I'm eating okay? Am I sleeping enough? Am I drinking enough water? Am I taking the right supplements? Am I getting enough fucking sunlight? Am I not hanging out with these bad people? Every single thing. But I will say this, a big part of building momentum, right, will come from your physical body. Our mind will be the last thing to ever turn off, right? Our body will go up before our mind does. But the stronger your body, the stronger your vehicle, because this is your fucking vehicle, bro, to success, to building that momentum. The stronger your vehicle, the stronger your momentum will be, right? I really do mean that. So you need to understand the importance of getting everything about yourself dialed in. Sleep, food, body, what you're putting into your, like what you're feeding your mind, books, courses, podcasts, videos, like every single thing needs to build you up. The people around you need to build you up. The music you listen to needs to build you up. Everything needs to build you. Because if it doesn't, bro, especially when you ain't really about it, your momentum can really come to a halt. You can hit that wall and not get back like over it if that habit gets you on that downward spiral. Because if that crack opens up, the sink's gonna shift. If that one habit you allow in, especially at the start, is a good enough habit, right? You jerk off or you go out, do some drugs, whatever. If it's that good, man, you might cause that downward spiral, that complete halt in your momentum to where it's like, well, you did all that work for 30 days or a couple weeks or a couple months, whatever. And it's like, well, you did all that for what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So everything that you do needs to build you up. The 7th point is, and this starts off, this follows off from what I said before, but I do want to make this a whole point. It follows off from point 2, which is small successes. But with these small successes, right, small wins as well, I want you to celebrate your wins. Okay, so point 2 was really about you start small. Okay, don't think about making your first $1,000. Think about how to make the first dollar. But what I said onto that point was I want you to celebrate your victories. Okay, you make that dollar, you make that $10, you get that first customer, you lose those first couple of kilos. Reward yourself, because that makes the journey a lot fun to where you're trying to go. When you can reward yourself for the hard work that you've done, you'll be like, okay, well, wow, I've done good. I've done all right. I will have that meal. I will hang out with this friend for a couple minutes. I'll have that FaceTime with him. I'll do what he wants. Reward yourself just a little bit, man. Give yourself a taste of like, okay, some celebration. Go do what you want to feel good, bro. If it's having that cheat meal, if it's going out, whatever. But celebrate it in a way that doesn't take you off that momentum trajectory, or that, it doesn't slow your momentum down. Because, I mean, like I said, I don't want you to make your first dollar and then go travel the world. No, but I want you to reward yourself in a way that doesn't stop you, but it gives you that sense of like, I've been doing good. Because when you can make the journey a little bit more bearable, you will keep going and building that momentum. But if you starve yourself at the start, right, you don't celebrate your victories, you don't celebrate the things that you've done, it'll leave you numb and dull. It'll be like, oh, well, what am I doing this for? So celebrate your small wins. That is huge. The 8th point is feedback and reflection. Now, you can do this from talking to a friend, you can do this from journaling, you can do this from coaching with me, you can do this from your own self, bro. Is that you need to reflect on how you're going. Okay, so, You're at point A and you are trying to get to point B, right? You're trying to have that unstoppable momentum. Well, what I want you to look at in your own life, where can you improve? What are you doing wrong? When you can have some genuine feedback to your momentum, okay? Well, okay, I lost today because I scrolled for 30 minutes. I wasted a bit of time here. I ate this food, but I didn't earn it. I done this. Oh, but I did do this. Well, you need feedback, and you need to look at your journal, or you need to go look at yourself in the mirror day to day and think about, okay, I done bad here, but I done good here. How can I improve? Because I want you to understand this, and this was something I had to understand, is that the biggest asset that you can have is this feedback on how you can improve and how you can do better. If there's no feedback, how do you get better? Everything is reflection. Feedback. I need to do better here. I've done well here. How can I improve? I need to stop this. Feedback. And look at yourself and keep yourself accountable to what it is that you're doing. Okay, now you could do this through a habit tracker, you could do this again through a journal, but you need to be making sure that every single thing is kind of being tracked. You need to track what it is that you're doing. You need to get feedback from yourself. You need to keep yourself accountable to what you're doing. Okay, because that's how you learn. The only way that I can learn how to make better videos or do anything that I do in my life is feedback. I rewatch my videos. I record myself in the gym. How can I do my form better? I reflect on how my day was. Where could I have improved? What could I have said differently? All of these things. And then I make the right adjustments and pivots to always continue to improve in my own life. You need to do this as well, because when you can find your flaws, when you can adjust for your flaws, when you can see where you're doing good, having that drawing board and you looking in on it, that's how you improve. That is how you build that momentum. The 9th point is expand your knowledge. And we can also do your circle. And, we can really just kind of look at this point as, well, if you're continuously learning, if you're continuously hanging around people that will push you, elevate you, you will create that upward spiral of momentum in your life to where, okay, your support system's good. What's in your mind is supporting you in your growth, in building that momentum. You see, most of us don't understand that what we put into our body or the people that we have around us or what we put into our mind has an impact on us. You eat shitty food, you feel like shit. You hang out with shit people, you're going to do shit things. You don't put anything good into your mind, into your engine, you're not going to know things. You need to always be seeking to expand your knowledge, expand your circle. You need to always be making sure that everything is pretty much on lock to elevating you up with your momentum. This person's around me because he adds to me. I'm listening to this audiobook. I'm reading this book because I need to get smarter in this exact thing. This is what you have to do. Everything supports your momentum. People, what you learn, what you listen to, what you do, every single thing. When you can get amongst people as well, like myself, other people that have got more momentum than me, and you can learn from those motherfuckers in real life, or you do coaching from them or anything. You need to be amongst those people. You never ever want to be the smartest guy in the room. You never ever want to be the guy that's got the most momentum in your group, because people will drag you down. You want to be always kind of on the hunt to be more, to be like the guy that you're striving to be. You need to surround yourself with those cats, with those people. Otherwise, that energy, that negativity, the shit that you're putting in your mind that ain't good for you will drag you down. What happens when you get dragged down? That downward spiral of momentum. You have to exert more momentum or more energy to build that momentum back up to just to get back to where you were. So this is a huge point, man. Everything, every person, all your knowledge, everything has to build that momentum. Everything goes back to keeping that frame strong. Friends, people, what you're learning, what you're doing, everything. Now, the last point and I really want you to get this. It tags off no days off, but that is all in. Okay? And this is how you get momentum in your life, bro. When you are all in for your goals, I am doing this or I'm going to die trying, you will build momentum. This is it. Or I will do this to the day that I die. You know, in life you will have probably experienced that point where you get so unsure of yourself. I've been there. Everyone that I know has been there. But when I changed my frame and my mindset to, okay, this is what I'm doing. I will never, ever, ever change. I will never pivot. I will make the right adjustments in the future to get better, to add to what I'm doing. But I am doing this or I'm gonna die trying. I will not be stopped. I am not doing anything but this. That is the mindset and the frame that you need for your own life to fucking build momentum, because this is it. There ain't no plan B, no plan C, no plan D, F, G, H. There's nothing there. It's this. And you need to be all in. All in. Not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Whatever it is that you're doing it with the intention that you're going to do this for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years, bro. And that will really build you up. Because what else is there to fall back on? What are you going to do? There ain't no safety net, bro. This is it. This is what you're doing. I'm all in. That's the 10 points, bro. You've got reset your mind, start small, no BS, routine, negative habits, people, your building blocks, small successes, small wins, feedback, expand your circle, all in. But with this, I want you to really I'm going to hammer this point home to you, bro. And that is what momentum is. It's show up every day. That's what momentum is. That's it. You want to build momentum, show up every single day. Show up for yourself, show up for your goals, show up for your dreams. That's it. That is all momentum is. It's every day. Every day, bro. This is how I built momentum. Regardless of how I felt, regardless of the urges I had, regardless of the thoughts, regardless of anything, you need to show up. Show up. That's all you got to do. In everything that you want. The version of you that exists today and the version of you that can exist in the future. It's dependent on this. Did you show up every single day? That's it, bro. This is how you build unstoppable momentum. If you want to do coaching, one-on-one with me, speak to me every single day, bro. You want to join a network of young men all around the world trying to improve. Go to the description. Love you, bro.